Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Ready, go! Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Rides to the back. Just smothered on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Edwards. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the ground, it's Davidson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Sets his feet. It's Baker. Look out. Out wide right, it's Burrows. Makes a grab and room to run. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the full dive and grab down the left side. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The handoff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davidson. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He makes the catch. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback... looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Holds on, it's Burrows. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he gets rid of it.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Edwards. At the 20, he's got space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he puts through the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got an alley. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Defense all over him.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Goes high to pull it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Back to the ground game on the left. Past the 30. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Stopped right there.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Got his man on the right.
The 2nd down pass, complete to wideout. Gain of 20. That's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Corner's going to give them room. Comes down, it's Burrows. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Hits the hole. It's Davidson. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The quick out. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Edwards. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Russell. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 4 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Trojans in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
Wants to throw one first. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running inside. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Powers inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got to make the play on 4th. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Right back to it. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Throwing Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the corner. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Looking for room at the 40. At the 45 on his way. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. He lets one fly deep. He's got it inside the 30. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure going right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Plows through the defense. Turning it on. Past the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Bulldozes his way through. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go play action with Russell. Buying a little time to his left. Floats it out in space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Draw play, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. Drives inside. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Past the 30. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
At the 22-yard line. And first down for the offense.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! Put 6 on the board.
Number 87.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Sweep, retirement, slide.
Russell from the gun on third down. Looking left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll try to pound their way in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Stepping to the right. Fires into the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Russell on play action. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical.
Snags it, and there's running room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Russell. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown time! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Finds a crease. It's Davidson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one player, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great...
He's going to fire deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
There he goes. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game.